and welcome to our monthly staff spotlight. Today we're here with Angie Dalrymple, who is a senior instructor here at Village Pilates Studio. So, Angie, I checked out your bio online, and I obviously know all about you, but your bio was great, and I just wondered if you could give us a little bit more detail of how you got into Pilates and then made the plunge to become a Pilates instructor.
Absolutely. Well, I would say that I was first introduced to Pilates at a local gym when I was in college, and it was more of a Pilates, cardio, yoga / whatever she wanted to include, but that was kind of my first taste into it, and I knew that it was giving me something that my daily going running was not, and one being just the strength that I needed to build in my core to support myself as I would go out and run on the street. And so with that, I kind of took it and just dabbled in it a little bit, and then when I moved to Chicago, probably almost 7 years ago, I started again here at the studio and started coming regularly, and then became a case study for another person who was a teacher in training, and absolutely fell in love with it. I mean, being able to use the equipment along with the mat and just having a space that I could come and kind of get away from my daily activities and just life in general. I just fell in love with being here, and knew in my heart that I kind of wanted to pursue teaching, but my personality, I kind of like to let things happen organically. And so waited for you to say, hey, maybe you should try the program out. And I was out and I was like, oh, of course, you know, yeah, absolutely. I've been waiting for that. And knowing that that was the right time, I started the program, and it took me a while to complete because I was working a full-time job at the time. But once I did, you know, thought this is something that I'm just going to have kind of in my back pocket that I can just use to make maybe some extra cash here and there, but never thought it would lead to actually becoming, you know, an instructor that would teach full-time, which now I do and have been for close to 3 years. So that's been amazing, and that's kind of how I got into it from the very beginning to now being a Pilates instructor, full-time teacher.
How long has it been since you've been a teacher here?
Been a teacher here. It'll be in February, I guess it'll be like 4 years, and it'll be 3 years in October that I've been certified.
Okay.
Yep.
So as an instructor, how would you describe your personal teaching style?
Sure. So I think my personal teaching style is, well, I try to be extremely energetic most days, and just kind of helping to build the momentum and making sure, you know, that clients are really kind of just tuned in, but then also not only teaching the exercise to the client, but watching, whether it's a private, a group, a duet, whatever, but watching the body and seeing what it needs that day. And it may be different from day to day, but being able to really address what's going on and use that as my best kind of teaching tool to help give the client or clients their best possible, you know, workout for that day.
Yeah, I always notice that when I take classes of yours that the tempo is up and the energy is up, and so people don't have time to look around, look at their watches, but they have to really stay in the moment, and I think that's what Pilates is about. It's really connecting the mind to body, and because you keep the tempo up, I think that helps people stay.
Thank you.
Yeah, stay motivated too. So the next question I have is, the studio is named Village Pilates Studio, and I think it's important to stay inspired and be led by that idea of village in our teaching. How do you personally embrace and foster the idea of village as you teach?
Absolutely. Well, you know, first off, I was thinking, you hear that saying that a child is not only built by one person, but they need a village to help them move forward in whatever that they're doing. So I'm thinking here, you know, at the studio, a client just doesn't come in and just do their workout 55 minutes and then they're gone. They're here for one, the camaraderie that they get not only from their fellow instructors, but also the other students in class. And being able to look at, whether it's your class or private, that we're all in this together. We're all students. We're all on this journey of what our bodies need from day to day, and you know, making sure that there's no competition. It's, you know, just a general practice for you, and just making sure that clients feel like, hey, you're important, and we're glad you're here, and you know, let's take this 55 minutes and really bust out a great exercise, and you know, don't think about anything for a while, and then you leave with hopefully a sense of just really overall good sense of well-being and just strength, not only internally, but also to kind of face the world out in front of you. So,
yeah. It does seem like that when I see people leave your classes that, you know, they clap and they have smiles on their faces and they're sweaty and they're glowing and it seems like everybody's in a good mood. So
I hope so.
Okay, so that I also know that you practice Pilates several times a week. You take my advanced mat class on Mondays, and then I know you take classes at your other studio and do independence. What's your personal philosophy on working out and practicing Pilates?
Absolutely. Well, I try to do at least 2 to 3 sessions a week, whether it's a group class or an independent, but I also feel like I practice Pilates every day. I feel like it is ingrained in my body, and when I'm teaching a client, I feel like I'm doing it with them. So I would say, I mean, as much as I'm teaching, I'm doing Pilates, and it's kind of weird because like on the weekend, Sunday is usually my day off, but I think about it lately and I'm just like, gosh, I feel like I need to work out on Sunday so that I'm ready for Monday again, you know, because when I'm not doing anything, it really kind of takes a little toll on you. But I know that the body does need time to regroup and relax and get ready for, you know, your next session or whatever. So yeah, I guess I would say I do it 2 to 3 times a week, and then also all the time when I'm teaching.
Right. Even though you're not doing it with them, as you're instructing, you're pulling your stomach muscles in, you're engaging the muscles along with them so you can teach from that sensational.
And the breath too. I mean, breathing right along with them, because when they hear that, that reminds them, oh my gosh, maybe that is what I'm missing out of this exercise. I'm not feeling something correctly because my breath pattern is off. Or, and I think just that sound gives you like just this sense of encouragement, motivation. So
rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Okay, so lastly, Joseph Pilates, who invented Pilates, wrote a book, his manifesto called Return to Life Through Contrology. So I thought that you could leave us with one of your favorite quotes from his book.
Absolutely. So my favorite quote here, there's so many in here, but this one was just kind of the first one that I thought of, so I decided to go with it, is to remember too that Rome was not built in a day, and that patience and persistence are vital qualities in the ultimate successful accomplishment of any worthwhile endeavor. And I think that that's so important with your practice, along with everything that you do in life in general. So,
thanks, Andy.
You're welcome.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next month with our next staff spotlight. In the meantime, stay tuned in to Facebook for all of our posts. Thanks. See you soon.